Are you tired of getting low quality leads for your business? Are you sick and tired of talking to prospects who do not have the urgency, finances, and basically the need to go ahead and buy your advice or services? Well, if you're currently lacking a proper filtration process that allows you to understand who exactly you need to qualify, who exactly you need to keep, and who exactly you need to bring to your call so that you can close the maximum number of deals and obviously make sure that you bring the right kind of people into your business, well, this video is going to benefit you a lot. Well, one time I was reading this book which is called as Fanatical Prospecting, where the author said that if you are swinging at something ugly, your business is at a higher risk than anything else out there. So this means if you're talking to low quality leads, your sales team is wasting a lot of time talking to misfits, and that is affecting their mindset, and as a result your closing percentage is going down. So inside of this video, I'm going to have one of my head of sales to not one of my, but my only head of sales to actually walk you through exactly how you can go about qualifying leads and build a filtration system within your business so that you can avoid talking to junk leads, right? Now, if this video helps you, don't forget to actually subscribe, because the content that I'm about to reveal is again a clip from one of our paid masterminds where people pay a lot of money to actually attend. So enjoy this video and let's just get straight to the content.
Now coming down to next kya tha? Let me just open the photo because I load down a lot of things. So next we have lead qualification. Yes, that allows you to keep your show up rates, everything, offers high, right? Very important. Now, I think Rohan covered some bit of it yesterday only, that we showed you that grading sheet that we have. Yeah. So after the event, again, book a call and then we'll help you develop your own grading system, right? So that you qualify your apps correctly. And qualification, this is something I don't know if Rohan will agree with or not, but I learned recently, not just from books or shit like that, but from live experience. Qualification is more of an art than a science. It is true, right? For I'll give you a live example. There is this app that came yesterday, हमारे उसमें whatever calendar में. Technically उसी grading 2 से कम है. हमारे इसमें क्या है? Any grading less than 2, cancel. Nobody even need to pre-call because वो खुद ही ज़्यादा ही गंदी app है. They don't even deserve pre-call time. So cancel. Between 2 to 3, qualify them. Like qualify. Call them, qualify them. Right? Above 3, approve. Don't need to apply your brain. 4, it's like gold. Anyway, approve. Now, thing is that we received an app yesterday that was less than 2. The grading was like 1.82, something like that. But we didn't cancel it. रीजन क्योंकि उसकी ऐप की इन्फोस ने इतनी गंदी भरी थी कि उसकी बाय डिफॉल्ट मेट्रिक्स ही वजह से दैट वी क्रिएटेड ग्रेडिंग वाज 1.8 बट डूड व्हेन आई ओपनड दैट पर्सनस लिंक्डइन इट वाज द बेस्ट शिट आई एवर सॉ इन माय लाइफ द लेडी यू वर टॉकिंग अबाउट या राइट लिटरली सच अ ब्यूटीफुल लिंक्डइन experience crazy, workflow crazy. Now I got to apply some brains here, right, to understand that some people are just very not so loquacious. They don't like to type too much. She was probably in a rush. She was probably seeing this in a car. How can I know? But मेरा grading होता मैं तो cancel कर देता इसको without even calling her. But now I'm gonna get her pre-called, and I did yesterday, and turns out she's a great fit. She has credit cards. She has great experience. She has an urgency. She has a problem. She just doesn't type too much. So उसने घटिया सी ऐप भर दी. But turns out the person is amazing. Now imagine what would have happened, Jayant, अगर मैं randomly देखता, oh ये हटा उसको. Grading helps. You gotta have a data-driven system, but sales cannot be driven only through numbers. You have to introduce a human element, always. And that is why you gotta understand, you gotta apply brains.
So, this lady,
yeah.
Did she put her LinkedIn profile link in the application?
Yes.
If it was not there then?
That was been a very big challenge. Then I would have zero understanding. फिर मैं manually शायद search करता उसके लिए LinkedIn पे, but yeah, I do that, bro. I do that.
It's better you ask for any LinkedIn.
That's why we have it in the application.
Exactly.
So because dude, that's the best thing that we did for our calendar applications. We introduced just a simple thing called put in your LinkedIn profile or whatever, Facebook profile, some profile where I can look you up on the internet, find you or your company or your website or something about you, and it allows me to diagnose and see, man, right? So super important that you take care of that. So lead qualification, you gotta have 2 things defined for your lead qualification. Number 1 is that you should have a proper grading system where you know your market and you're able to grade them properly, right? We'll share that process with you, but guys, you have to keep holistically these 3 things in mind, right? I'll just show it to you. I mean, obviously बहुत सारे parameters differ कर सकते हैं depending on your target market and your offer and everything, but mota this is what you got to take care of in any kind of grading, and we got to change that, right?
What is the quality?
Qualifiers. I'll get to what I'm writing, don't worry. So mota, as like Rohan showed you our grading sheet yesterday, it had everything in it. Ki authority, revenue, ability to invest, social media, problem, business type. These are because this is how we qualify, guys. That's how our market is. Depending on your market, we're gonna change that, but mota iske andar fall karta hai. What does that mean? These are your qualifiers. Data qualifiers, authority qualifiers, fit qualifiers. Data qualifiers basically means the data of the person. Like would DD take a student who's just passed out of school, जो barely 10,000 कमा रहा है into Alpha Club? Probably not. Why not? Because he doesn't even qualify the basic data. That you want to come into Alpha Club, you got to have a business, you got to make at least this much, you shouldn't be a noob, you should have this. These are data qualifiers of your market, right? Like Puneet would have different data qualifiers. That if you're not a business owner, you're not even making itna sa, you are not heading the business yourself, you are just a dormant guy or whatever, can't. You don't even qualify the data. So इनकी तो बात ही नहीं आती, right? This data qualifiers, number based basically. You got to have this, you got to have this, you got to make this much, you got to be from this background, right? That's your data qualifiers. Authority qualifiers as well, obviously the name suggests authority, like how much authority does that person have? Who am I dealing with? Exactly, right? और कितने उसमें owners involved हैं? Like that guy didn't come, who came last time, Manan. He's a part of our X only. So Manan runs an agency, उसका majority काम सारा B2B है. सारा B2B है. तो उसके केस में इट इज अ रेयर सिनेरियो जहां पे उसको एक बंदा मिले, वही डिसीजन मेकर है, वही फाइनेंशियल पार्टी है, वही सब कुछ कर लेगा. हो ही नहीं सकता. There definitely must be some other person involved. So how many authority qualifiers are there? We got to map out the stakeholders, right? And the fit qualifiers. This is where the art part of the thing comes in. Fit could be a million things, guys. वही जो मैं बोल रहा था कि भाई, the application could be great. Let's say it is a architect. Rohan and I will not serve them. Not because we don't know how to serve them, because we don't want to do it. हमारे उसमें fall नहीं करता है. Architects का business is not a very great fit for the kind of model Rohan and I have, right? So we don't exactly prefer working with them. So that's not a very good fit, right? So it falls below the ladder. So you got to understand fit qualifiers, right? You would take in a million parameters here. What you expect from your market, the way they think, their goals, their revenue targets, their ambitions, I mean the way they present themselves, what they're trying to achieve. Fit qualifiers could be a broad range, and you have the bandwidth of playing around a lot after knowing your market very well. The HPP is high quality, high potential prospect, highest potential of converting. So Kamna, you were talking about how do you do that? We shape win probabilities in sales basically. That your team DD, your team Karthik, you guys need to understand how can your team be placed in a manner where they're positioned for success. As in they have the highest probability of converting and getting you deals. If your team is constantly focused on medium potential prospects or low potential prospects, they're wasting their time and your money. And you're also wasting your time as a business owner, right? You have to first always focus on the high potential prospects who fit all 3 very well.
Sorry to cut you here. Stupid question though.
Yeah.
A prospective client doesn't fit into all 3.
Yeah.
Okay, so actually, loosely speaking, is a bad fit. पैसे सामने से दे रहे हैं. I still want to do it. Should you take him or should you not take?
That is a good question. That's where your qualification would come in. Before, if you have a proper strategy call, that you got to understand that just because his paisa hai, should I just work with him? Is he a good fit? Is he looking for what I'm trying to give? Will he be consistent with the process I have? Does he have a receptive mindset? Are they willing to learn? Or will they create a ruckus with me? Or will they create unforeseeable demands that they know I don't serve or I don't fulfill, right? So you do that. That's the art part. So you don't just cancel them. They only cancel them when everything you've seen after scouring their profile, looking at that through your application, you can just literally see it's a shit freaking thing. There's nothing, right? So that time you gotta safeguard your company's time.
Maker is someone else altogether, and you have not even spoken to the prospect. In my case, himself, and you get paid, and everything is sorted. But when you are coaching, you realize he's such a bad fit.
Same thing, bro. You in your case also need a qualification system, because in your case if somebody is just coming and paying you money, that doesn't by default mean that you would be a great fit for what I'm trying to teach or give or help you with, right? So if the person who's going to take the coaching from you, and I don't know kaise wo aapke saath hai waise, who's going to take the coaching from you is not even present, and I don't know who paid the money to you, then you got to understand that you got to.
Well, did everything for him. Okay, done with. So okay. When I started coaching, I actually had to stop after 2 hours, and I said, "Boss, can you redefine your goal?" He said, "मुझे खेती करनी है, मुझे शहर में रहना ही नहीं है, and I don't like this freaking stuff." I was like, "Oops."
So that's a qualification thing. So that time, that brother who paid for that person, you should have simply asked him that, "Awesome, dude. Before we can begin, however, can I just talk to your brother, who I'm supposed to coach? Can I just speak to them? Can I just see what they're doing?" And as simple as that.
We had a client like that. Like, Gautam बोलता हाँ, I have patience of 6 months to work on this and I think it's some revenue. 3 दिन ad spend करके बोलती है मेरे को leads नहीं आ रहे। गाली देने लग गई। Not to refund, like ऐसा होता है।
See, those are unforeseeable scenarios. There is no, in case you guys are thinking, there is no watertight system in sales. It can never be. Because like I said, it's more of an art than a science. Art always has loopholes. Because it's art. राइट तो इसको हम अवॉइड नहीं कर सकते. उसने बोल दिया तो मैं क्या उसको ये थोड़ा बोलूंगा नहीं नहीं प्रूव करके तू कमिटेड है. आई कांट डू दैट. सी लाइक नो डूड आई एम रियली कमिटेड आई कैन डू इट. आई एम लाइक ओके डीडी शी इज अ ग्रेट फिट एंड देन शी कम्स एंड शी इज लाइक यू गाइस फक यू. राइट सो व्हाट कैन वी डू अबाउट दैट? ह्यूमन बीइंग्स आर वियर्ड, राइट?
So we're talking about qualification, which means we're also talking about disqualification. When you cancel on Calendly. So what is the message that you put stating the reason for cancellation?
The reason that I feel for that person is, it could be 3 fronts. Number 1 is that they are financially disqualified after qualification or generally by the application. They're just financially disqualified, right? Second, they are not looking for what we are doing and they're looking for something else, so we're not a great fit. Like some dentist came and booked a call. How am I supposed to help a dentist, right? Doability mein. Unless the dentist says that I want to teach something online or I don't know, I'm into something.
So my question is, do you have customized templates for
Yeah.
cancellation?
Yeah.
Okay, I would love to.
100%. So I had a whole list of reasons for different people. Financially disqualified, reason number 1. Unfit product-based business, reason number 2. Blah blah blah, reason number 3. Shit like that. So it's faster.
So it's always good to give the reason, right? Without like.
Yeah, no. Always give the reason. Don't just cancel apps like that, man. You will not even ask Rohan, dude. We literally spend time writing the freaking reason sometimes if we feel there's like we can automate the reason, and we still get backlash sometimes because people don't receive the email of the cancellation.
Most of them don't receive the email.
And they're like,
They send you an email.
exactly. Why did you cancel? So unprofessional, shit like that. So,
When we cancel,
yeah, I don't know. हम तो करते हैं. So
They're supposed to be.
they're supposed to receive, but sometimes they're
They don't
stupid.
get it.
I got it.
So they just are stupid. So, but no, always mention cancellation reasons. Never just cancel an app just like that, unless it's a bogus app.
So ऐसा हुआ था last time. So पहले तो ऐसे cancel कर रहा था. ये बकवास है cancel कर सकते.
Yeah, we
So
started.
last time मतलब there was he did fill it properly. जहाँ पे कुछ पूछा था दिल्ली का पिन कोड डाल दिया कुछ डाल दिया. I was like so many like cancel it.
I don't know what happened. I felt like writing the reason there. First time we wrote a reason that you've written inaccurate details in the questions and I cancelled the call. He rebooked the call and this time he filled it with
ऐसे
so
भरा,
much
ऐसे भर दिया
details.
अभी.
Probably I don't have to even do a discovery call with him. He gave like first time हमको ऐसा application आया जहाँ पे सब कुछ उसने इतना अच्छे से mention किया. The questions
The
itself.
most detailed thing I got पूरा मतलब.
So that's
हाँ, so there's a good opportunity for you guys to know that ये तो luck था.
हाँ.
1 second, yeah. So this was a good opportunity for you guys to know तो luck था वो तो उसने कर दिया. But if you guys did not have a way of just simply suddenly could just pick up the phone and qualify this guy. Hey man, I saw your app. Probably was something there, but I couldn't understand. Can you help me understand? It turns out बात करते 10 मिनट में she got to understand. तो बढ़िया बंदा है. So don't need to cancel him in the first place, right? What if he didn't rebook?
So grading happens after the call or it is on the application?
On the application basis, and then on the basis of grading, you decide, do you want to like call them? Should you call them? Should you just directly cancel them? Is that shit not even worth the call? Or should you just approve them? Grading happens when you receive the application, before the call, if you need to qualify. Question?
I don't know if this is the right question for this time. लेकिन जहाँ पे पैसा income, for example, involved नहीं हो, जैसे पुलिस के केस में पैसा directly involved नहीं हो सकता. You can't ask. जैसे आप लोग पूछते हो what is your marketing budget, right? या what is your revenue or income? तो वो तो ठीक है, sort of gives you an idea. हम लोगों के केस में there is no direct money involved. What could be some of the questions that could tell you something about income?
Income of the parent.
Paying capacity, है ना? हाँ.
Very simple, dude. If you don't, I mean, in your case, I doubt though, but if the question that how much do you make doesn't make sense to your offer, then you still, one question always makes sense to every offer, dude, that jo bhi problem they have mentioned, and you're also, obviously they're coming to you for, they're filling the application for. You simply mention that how much active budget have you set aside to solve this problem for your kid so that XYZ.
So that XYZ matlab,
Whatever outcome you provide to the kid, they're trying to help achieve through your coaching. That my kid wants more focus so he can score great marks. So how much active budget have you kept aside to solve your kid's lack of focus problem so he can achieve better marks and enter good college?
That's the question. What is the school fees you pay for your child? And what are the other tuition and other fees that you pay?
So you can get an idea. That was getting to that. So second thing, you get an idea with there also. But I would just prefer having a very simple question like that. So
Delhi's basis, DPS would be charging you to 9,000 a month, whereas Vasant Valley charges 37,000 a month. उसी से idea लग जाएगा.
कितनी paying capacity है इनकी, right? So if you for some reason cannot or should not ask your market directly about their income because it doesn't make sense to your offer, you have a lot of ways to spin around that and get to know that are these guys not like, I mean, am I going to talk to a okay financial prospect or DQ people, right? Make sense, bro?
absolutely.
Cool. Okay, so coming back to that, your goal as a salesperson and as a business owner for your team is to shape the structure in a way in your qualification that gives your team the maximum chance of win probabilities, right? Which is we are looking for high potential prospects. And before you guys start going thinking, real life is yes, it is different. हमेशा ideal client नहीं मिलता, budget भी है, urgency भी सब है. What we're looking out for is a person closest to the highest potential prospect, right? मिल जाए तो bro, that's like a done sale. नहीं मिले तो we are looking out for the closest one.
The grading system is good if you have sales reps. If you yourself as a business owner are going through it, then you already know how to grade.
No. How do you know, bro? Again, you're taking emotion decisions. You need to have numbers in front of you to know that what could.
The application that you get, right? What the questions you asked, right? Now, if you're a business owner, you're getting on the call. You know your business. You know who qualifies.
Doesn't stop me from still grading them, bro.
The process is.
No, I'll tell you the reason. This is not just for you, Roman. This is for your future data. You will have a list of prospects with gradings ready for the future to know that what of these kind of people fit in this kind of profile always. You'll have the pattern, na? But if you're not grading, you don't have the data. And then when you hire a team, you'll be screwed because you will never be able to show them that when you're qualifying people, hunting out for apps, this is the kind of people I want you to look out for. You struggle. Let's you were finding कि यार मेरा कहाँ गया वो offer yesterday, shit like that, right? That's why.
When is the right time to ask like how much active budget do you have to invest on?
I'll be very honest, bro. In the application.
But यार like फिर लोग 5,000 डाल देंगे.
तो qualify करो. Exactly. But I know your question. I prefer not asking this question on a sales call. I'll tell you why. Because अगर मुझे sales call में पूछना पड़ रहा है ना, फिर वही बात. कि ये आया क्योंकि मुझे ये डाउट हो रहा है उस कॉल पे कि भाई ये पिच मारने लायक है भी, right? So why am I talking to this guy, right? If he's so broke that I have to ask him, yo bro, are you okay? Can you actually invest something, right? So I don't ask financial qualifiers in the sales call, right? So this is cool, clear? So gonna develop your grading things. Please mark as action steps along with the other things, right?
HPV high.
High potential prospect, MPP medium potential prospect, LPP low potential prospect.
What do we do with this?
I'll tell you, इसको मैंने बस एक overview दिया है, हाँ, तो I'll give you a whole system for that, but I want to get you guys to understand the strategy first. वही नहीं पता समझोगे कैसे, right?
So data qualifiers are all number kind of thing.
Majorly, कि हम market हाँ क्या कर रहे हैं, कितना कर रहे हैं. जैसे you can't serve a person who's doing 5 lakh of sales, so that's a data qualifier, right? तो I can't serve a person who's doing 10,000 rupees a month. Like बहुत low chance है यार कि वो कुछ कर पाएगा मेरे साथ.